You come into the world nestled high in a tree. It's nothing fancy, just a bundle of twigs, barely holding together thanks to luck and instinct. Still, it gets the job done. Mom and Dad hover nearby, cawing proudly like they've just built a 5-star penthouse. The nest is tight. Your siblings? Loud, pushy, and just as hungry as you. Forget waiting your turn. If you want to eat, you've got to out-squawk everyone else. Mom keeps you warm while Dad hustles back and forth with whatever food he can dig up. Worms, bugs, mystery leftovers. If it's vaguely edible, it's dinner. Sometimes he brings help. Other crows show up like interns who weren't told the job doesn't pay. They lend a beak when too many mouths need feeding. Early meals are soft and partially digested. Not exactly gourmet, but when Mom drops it in your beak, you're in no position to complain. Soon, the menu levels up. Worms, beetles, actual solids. You're growing, and it turns out that takes fuel. A lot of it. Out beyond the nest is an entire world, but for now your goal is simple. Don't fall. It's a long way down and you're fairly sure you wouldn't bounce. At about a month old, Mom gives you the look. It's time to fly. You're not sure how wings are supposed to work, but you flap anyway. Attempt one elegant belly flop onto a lower branch. Attempt 2 total miss, crash landing into a pile of leaves. You tell yourself it was on purpose. After a few days of bruised ego and awkward flapping, you finally get it. Airborne. It's incredible. Until you realize you don't know how to land. You aim for a branch, miss completely, and whack into it sideways. Still, progress. Flight comes with expectations. Now everyone assumes you can keep up. Mom glides like a pro while you wobble behind like a torn kite. Brakes? Forget them. Hawks are watching and you look like lunch on training wheels. Food becomes your problem too. Mom points at the ground. Beetle time. You dive with all the confidence in the world and get a mouthful of dirt. She stares at you like, seriously? But you're a crow, smart by default. At first you just observe. Older crows dig, flip leaves, and pry scraps from tight corners. You mimic them, and slowly, it clicks. One drops a nut from a height to crack it open. You try it too. You also learn what danger sounds like. Hear that sharp, fast call, duck, hide, stay quiet. Bit by bit, you pick up the code. You learn the sky silhouette language, which shapes mean run and which are fine. You start to notice the way crows talk, a tilt of the head, a shift in stance. You copy it all, figuring out how to fit in without drawing unwanted attention. And then, humans. They drop food constantly. You learn where, when, and how to grab it without getting too close. Some feed you, others try to scare you off. Big mistake. You remember faces. Cross a crow once and you've got a lifelong enemy. Payback isn't just sweet, it's strategic. Eventually you realize your world is bigger than just your nest. There's the murder, your extended crow crew. It's noisy, chaotic, but somehow comforting. Foraging becomes a group effort. Find a crumb and everyone shows up. Sharing? Not really. But more eyes mean more chances. The murder also has your back. One crow spots a predator and the whole sky erupts. You scream too, partly out of fear, partly for fun. Hawks and cats quickly learn, this neighborhood isn't worth the hassle. Fitting in takes practice. You learn who to trust, who to avoid, and how to assert yourself without making enemies. It's messy, but it works. In the chaos, there's security, there's purpose, and eventually you pull away, just a bit. You still fly with the murder, but your focus shifts. Exploration, independence, you forage solo, sometimes you score, like a half-eaten sandwich still in the wrapper. Sometimes it's plastic. Oops, trial and error. You adapt quickly. Independence means risk. There's no lookout now, a rustle in the bushes or a flicker of shadow. You freeze, you assess, then you react. Usually you're quick enough, but sometimes it's just too close. You've felt the rush of near death, a hawk's claws brushing just a little too near. Still, the murder's always there. Low on food, facing a threat, you go back. Flying solo is fun, but honestly, backup is better. One day while hunting, a fox appears out of nowhere. It lunges. You flap frantically, barely making it to a branch. It leaps, snaps at your tail. Close call. You scream. Backup arrives. The murder swarms in, diving and screeching. You join the assault, forcing the fox into retreat. Teamwork wins. Again. So spring rolls around and, well, you're ready to find a mate. You show off a little, some aerial spins, a few smooth caws. She notices, and just like that, you pair up. There's some grooming, a bit of food sharing, and yeah, now you're official. Together, you build a nest. Twigs, moss, whatever random finds you can carry. You place it high, just hoping predators don't climb. And soon, there are eggs. She broods. And you do, honestly, everything else. Food runs, patrol duty, exhausting, but, totally worth it. The chicks hatch. Now it's tag team feeding duty. They're noisy, needy, relentless. Helpers drop in, well-meaning but sometimes clumsy. The chicks grow, they flap. They learn how to find food, spot danger, stay alive. You guide them. You've built something. A home, a legacy, a spot in the murder, but the job's never done. Scavenging stays competitive. Predators never quit. Humans are still unpredictable. Some toss bread, others throw rocks. But there's joy, too. You experiment. You solve problems. You perch and watch the world full of sharpness and wonder. Your curiosity drives you, and sometimes gets you into trouble. That's crow life, part genius, part survivor, always alert, and you wouldn't trade it. But then, everything changes. One day, perched on your branch, a hawk strikes, no warning, you fall like a stone. Later, a human finds you. They kneel, poke, maybe whisper. They don't understand, but the murder does. They saw, they remember. As far as they're concerned, that human is guilty. From then on, they make his life a nightmare.